Hey guys, our devotion today comes from Genesis chapter 14. Today we're looking at this battle that takes place in the Jordan Valley. Before we look at that, remember to be in prayer for our church family, Simmons. So we see this battle taking place between these kings. This is sort of a strange chapter. Remember that in the last chapter we just area, and we saw this great example of Abram putting his faith in God by allowing Lot to choose where he wanted to dwell, and he was going to take the other land, whatever Lot didn't want. Abram really showing that he has faith in God, that God has made a promise to him, and he knows God is going to deliver that promise, and he doesn't have to make it happen himself. I think that is a reoccurring theme in this chapter as well. We learn something about Abram here. He's got some force with him and his family. When this battle breaks out and Lot is taken captive and these kings are taken captive and these invading kings seem to have won, Abram rallies up his troops and he comes to the rescue. And I think that says something about Abram. I mean, he's come to this land that God has promised him. He's come there peacefully. If he was looking out for himself, maybe he could even come there with his force and say, I'm going to take what God has promised to me. I'm going to make this happen. But we don't see that. We see Abraham continuing to practice faith in God, trusting in him. We get this great scene at the end of the chapter. Of course, we see Melchizedek, the king priest. The New Testament talks about him, how Christ is from his order as far as being the king, the priest. And so we get a glimpse of the scripture just showing us a glimpse of the Messiah here. But I like the part where the king of Sodom offers Abram to keep this wealth and the things he's gotten from the battle. And Abram says, no, I'm not going to do that. I don't want anybody to say that you made me rich or that I depended on you. That, I think, shows a lot about Abram's character. He wanted to be known as a man who trusted only in God, whose provider was God. And he doesn't just say that, he lives that out here. He could have taken these possessions for himself, but no, he's continuing to put himself in God's hands. I think that's a great example for us as we live out our faith on a daily basis. It really is that. It's the daily deciding, Lord, what do you have for me? Help me to know I can trust you. I can trust your promises, and help me to live in dependence on you today. God bless you guys. If God revealed something to you out of this passage today, I'd ask for you to leave it in a comment on Facebook, on YouTube. Let's minister to one another. God bless.